I'm Kit Borg. I work for River Medical, Havasu Station 19. This is Medic 20, one of our first out units in Lake Havasu operations. Like I said, Station 19. The ambulances are all pretty much set up the same in Lake Havasu. We have basically the ALS equipment. We have IV equipment here, IV bags. We have a different set of tubing depending on what kind of patient we have. If it's a trauma patient, we can use different tubing, or if it's a pediatric patient, we have different tubing. It's a normal saline bag, basically like salt water. In this compartment here, we have all of our C-spine equipment. If somebody has a neck injury, we can put a collar around their neck and strap them to a board to protect their spine or neck if they have an injury. All the compartments here are basically for wound control. If we have a patient that's bleeding, we can wrap them up with gauze type bandage and 4x4 bandages, band-aids, all the way from band-aids to trauma dressings here. If we have a major bleeding call, we can put trauma dressings on that. That's controls the bleeding pretty good there. Call's going out.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Nope, I don't have a partner right now, so we'll wait. We have a suction equipment here. If a patient has vomit in the airway or anything like that, we can suction out with our different type of suction adjuncts here. We have anywhere from 18 French all the way. That's how we measure the suction catheters there. And typically we'll use kind of like almost at the dentist. They'll have a yank out or two here to suction out the airway. Portable suction in this compartment. If we have to take the suction out of the ambulance, if we're on a call, we can take it out of there. We have ice packs, just basic ice packs, blankets and whatnot. This here is our advanced airway compartment here. These are our oral ET tubes, endotracheal tubes. They go into the trachea if the patient can't protect their own airway. The paramedics can go ahead and establish an airway that way. BLS airways here, these are the OPAs. Like I said, all the ambulances are supposed to be set up the same way. That way, if you're, depending on what ambulance you're in, you have no problem being able to grab any equipment that you would need. Non-rebreather masks, nasal cannulas. We have SVNs. We can give medicine through an SVN if we have an asthma patient or any kind of respiratory compromise. We can try to open up their airways with medicine. This compartment down here, we just have IV catheters kind of on the fly. If we need to start an IV real quick, we can grab anywhere from a 22 gauge all the way up into a 16 gauge. 22 being a smaller needle, 16 being a bigger needle.
Big one. Yeah.
So try to, on a trauma patient, we'll try to, if they need to fluid fast, we'll try to use a bigger gauge needle. This compartment here is our oxygen cylinder. We have it's enough oxygen to last to basically supply the whole ambulance with oxygen. With these things here, little Christmas trees we call them. What else can I show you here? Over here is basically our portable equipment. If we end up on a call where we need to take the equipment out of the ambulance, and we'll take we have our pediatric bag, we have a trauma bag here, and basically the stuff that's in the cabinets here, in this, if we have to go kind of portable. The orange Pelican boxes here are the paramedics drug boxes. We maintain that every day. We check them off, make sure the drug boxes are within date and everything. That's one of the things the paramedic do every day. And then down here we have a combination airway trauma bag down here. It's kind of the same principles like I was telling up there. Is everything that's in the compartments here are all in these bags if we have to go mobile.
Gotcha.
We have the sharps container. We try to make sure that we always, if we start an IV in the back of the ambulance, we can dispose of the sharps in these containers. We call it a dirty needle of sharps. So,
And gloves.
right. Well, these monitors here, we have one of these in all of our units. We can do 12 lead capability. 12 lead, I'm sorry. We can defibrillate, and it's also works to the AED, just like you see it like the Walmart or whatever, the AED. All that's built into here. It's got an automatic blood pressure cuff. We can do in-tidal CO2 monitoring. So big here, like from the channel. If somebody's been down the channel all day and suspect they've been maybe CO poisoning, we can hook them up to all that and make sure that they're oxygenating okay. So we can monitor all that with this monitor, and even with an intubated patient. It's kind of one of the new things that the base hospital is trying to get us to do is really monitor the entitled CO2. So kind of a new thing for the system. These are our the gurneys here. I'll have Brad help me pull this out. These are electric gurneys. They're actually we have these buttons here. It controls the leg down here. We kind of tell like all the if we had a new employee. It's kind of like a DeWalt drill battery that goes in there and it controls the whole gurney, so that we're not lifting with our backs.
Wow. That's a big improvement right there.
Really saves the. If we have a page, you see here it says 700 weight capacity. The old gurneys I think only went to 350 or 400, so we can take bigger patients, and it's easier on everybody, the crews and the patient, because we're not jostling the patient around as much. So these controls here work on the ambulance. We try to do everything two-man on the gurneys to make sure they don't tip over. You can kind of see here we have the points of contact here for our harnesses. We always try to make sure the patient's secure here, and for whatever reason, if we get in an accident or something, the patient's at least secured. And then we wear our seatbelts in the back also.
Now, do you have car seats in there for babies?
We do have one car seat, and we have a piece of equipment called a PD mate that we use for a patient that's too big for a car seat. Well, it kind of works like this, and it sits on the gurney, and it's got another type of harness on here for like a 3 or 4-year-old that doesn't sit in the car seat. So that's actually our policies now that we use that. We used to not use those, but that actually worked really good. When we go on a call, we take the gurney in on every call. We get out of the ambulance, and usually, if the fire department would happen to be there first, we'll take the gurney in there. We have some portable equipment on this one. We have an IV bag here with the IV setup and different oxygen masks and nebulizers, some different adjuncts there. We can put these in elevators. They work real good. We go to different care homes in town. We can get these in the elevators because all the compartments move in. So that's the gurney. Go around. That's the stair chair. I'll get to that. You got that, Brad?
Yeah.
This piece of equipment here is a stair chair. It basically turns into a chair. We have to take the patient downstairs. We don't have a lot of places in town with a lot of stairs, but instead of kind of old school, is we'd grab like a kitchen table chair and bring the patient down on that, and we don't know if the chair is going to work or not. It could break, and then we're going to drop the patient. This thing right here will hold, I want to say it's 500 pounds, so this thing works a lot better. Again, it's a two-man operation, or if we have 3 people, we use 3 people. It's got these tracks that will go down the stairs, so try not to beat people's houses up too. Like I said, in Havasu, there's not a whole lot of stairs, but we do have some places in town, and we do have stairs. So we'll do this
project that we've been working on as a whole, as an EMS community, with the fire department, with the hospital, and with River Medical, is a STEMI program, and it's acute cardiac arrest, ST elevated cardiac arrest, and these monitors actually have the ability to transmit from the field the 12-lead EKG, the same thing the ER does. They can transmit that through telemetry to the ER. It shows up on cardiologists' cell phones, their iPhones. It shows up on computers so that everybody knows exactly what's coming in the door immediately. So we can, at times, you can bypass the ER if necessary and get them straight to a cath lab to get them treatment. And we've had several success stories in the last 12 to 18 months here.
Wow.
With that, it's made a huge improvement. So
in the years past, we'd do a 3-lead EKG, so we'd taken three views of the heart, and it's kind of almost a guess to figure out if the patient's having a heart attack or not. We can pretty much be definitive with if we know what's going on with the 12-lead there, and like Brad said, we can send it right to the ER doctor. They know exactly what we're looking at. They'll contact the cath lab, and then we can go. Sometimes we can go straight to the cath lab. We bypass the ER completely, and
That's cool.
which you get into that.
Okay,
This
okay,
is the
cool.
inside of the cab. For whatever reason, if we wanted to get, if we do get there, we need the triage bag. It's right here. I can grab it. But triage, with mass casualty or something, we can use that. These are our batteries for the ambulance.
Oh, okay. Wow.
There's 3 batteries in there. So to run all the equipment. This is just the side door to get into the ambulance.
One other thing that we're doing is our electronic charting, which versus paper charts, and everything's done electronically now. So all of the information comes right when it's dispatched from the CAD system. All the information downloads straight to their tough books, and it's a computer that they can pick in. All done here, and then straight from here. There's no lost paperwork. There's no delay in paperwork. It goes straight to the billing office, and everything can be processed electronically. So. Pretty cool little tough books that they spin around and do tablet stuff. It's all touch screen. So I believe the fire department here also right now is starting to implement the new system.
They're using it.
No, they're using it now. So
This is basically the same thing they have in their vehicles. Like the NDT, you guys have seen those, NDC.
Yep.
It's basically the same.
same thing, except we don't get the routing on here for the mapping and stuff.
Oh, you don't get the mapping?
We don't have the mapping sent to
Oh,
us.
okay.
By choice.
Yeah, obviously, and more times than not, the paramedic, unless we have 2 paramedics, the EMT will drive the ambulance, the basic level provider, and then the paramedical right over here in the passenger seat, and map and talk on the radio and all that to keep the ambulance, the EMT, able to drive and concentrate on the road and getting us to the call.
Pretty basic.
Yeah.
Pretty basic stuff. You can kind of see it's got we do have a fire radio. We can listen to all the fire radio, and anywhere from Kingman Fire all the way to Courtside Fire. We can pick up all their frequencies depending where we're at, because it's not uncommon for me to be standing right here and then have to go help somewhere else. So we need to be able to listen to everything.
Mm-hmm.
So all you can see on the buttons there, all the code 3 lights and right floodlights and all that, and